It's Korn and Kock.
I was curious to see what your intro was going to be, but then you didn't say anything. I got a little worried.
Oh no, he's...
No. Also, did you know Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga came out in 2007?
Did you know that Mega Man 10 came out in 2010? It's almost been 10 years.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we're getting older.
Oh, get this. You ready for this?
I'm ready for this. What do you hit me?
On November 18th of this year, it'll be 4 years since Hardwired Self-Destruct by Metallica came out.
Why even live? We're just gonna get old and die.
And here's the interesting part. It took 8 years between Death Magnetic and Hardwired for them to release a new album. So technically, if they're doing that, we're halfway there. Almost.
Oh, okay, so Metallica, we're Korn and Kock. We have eyes on you. It's coming. Hardwired Self-Destruct 2, with James Hetfield has an entire album about his alcohol addiction. Sorry, that's fucked up. Anyway, this is Korn and Kock. This is Korn and Kock episode 35. We're still in quarantine. We're just dicking around, having a good old time.
Oh yeah.
Stone is once again. He's once again playing Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga on Xbox.
Yes, I am. I got it turned down, so can you hear this? Wait. Can you hear that?
No, you can't hear that.
Okay, 'cause I got it turned down pretty low. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it's May 1st. Quarantine is still going, and our stay-at-home orders have been extended to the 15th.
You know what I wish? I wish fucking Doug Deuce would just fucking... I wish Doug Deuce would just say, hey, we're gonna lock everything down till fucking end of July. And if things get better before then, you know, we'll stop it. We'll end it early. But I wish they would stop doing this whole thing where every week they're like, oh, we're gonna extend it a little longer, but don't worry, this will be the last time. And then the next week, it's just the same bullshit over and over again.
Yeah, honestly, I'm down with that. The only problem is, if they were to close everything until July or whatever, you know there'd be people that would start riots, they'd start breaking into places, and they wouldn't be breaking into essential places. They'd be breaking into, Circle K, Office Space, little stores, not Office Space.
I was gonna say, they break into the Blu-ray case and they fucking steal the disc?
No, Office Max. They're gonna start with things like that, and then move on to bigger things. So I can understand it. Taking it by a 2-week basis, I think that's pretty much the best thing to do. But does it have its pros and cons? Well, of course it does. Shutting everything down until July has its pros and cons too. So this is one of those situations where, look, we got a bad problem. The solutions are not pretty, and the prettiest one, you're still gonna have problems with it. So, sorry, man. I don't really know what to do. I would hate to be Doug Ducey. I'd hate to be every governor out there. Doesn't it just seem like it's a lose-lose every single day you come out? There's no positives, and you come out and you go like, yeah, we're gonna extend this another 2 weeks.
Well, it's a smart decision on his side. I don't disagree with it. I'm just saying, I think he should, like, fucking just make a deadline somewhere in the future and stop being like, okay, we're gonna extend it for one more day, and then, like, 2 minutes later, he's like, well, actually...
What if he extends it to July 1st? July 1st comes out, and it's still it's even worse. Then he's gonna have to come out and go, all right, you're gonna hate me, but we're gonna have to delay this until November 1st.
I would say, fuck that shit. I'm moving to New Mexico so I can see my girlfriend.
New Mexico.
I don't know. New Mexico seems like a state that'd be pretty irresponsible. I think they'd end the quarantine early.
Well, you know why? Because there's nobody there. Let me ask you, how many people have you met that are from Nevada? Not New Mexico.
I can't name a single one.
Exactly. So that's the other thing too. When they talk about how, in Wyoming, only one person has died from corona, or blah blah blah. Okay, how many people live in Wyoming?
4.
Exactly. So, but then they go to New York. New York compared to Wyoming, the population's not even close. So you can't look at it like that.
Yeah.
And I hate the Spanish flu comparison. Well, all these people died. How many people had that? Tens of millions of people had the Spanish flu, right?
Yeah.
That's like the big comparison.
Yeah.
How many people have the coronavirus? A million, maybe. It's not even. It's not comparable.
At least in numbers, I guess. For the time
I mean,
being, because
it really.
it's just a fucking mess, dude. Like, all I'm saying is that there's no fucking way we're gonna be able to keep everybody inside by the time July 4th comes around. Because after that, like, people are just gonna be like, I want a grill! And they're just gonna go outside anyway. So it's like, I don't know.
I get it. You can't shut everything down. You have to have some things open and available. But, I mean, we can't reopen right now. If we are making progress, even if it's little, but if we are making progress, if we open everything back up, you can say goodbye to all that progress. All new cases are going to be popping up, double, triply. And then we're going to have to shut everything back down again. So, it's a terrible, terrible situation. It's a lose-lose-lose situation. You heard it right. I said lose 3 times. Stop me.
This has been the Korn and Kock quarantine discussion. We have to have until this is over. We have to have weekly updates on what's going on, so we could be like a news channel.
We should not do that because we are not informed. We should be the last people you should go to for coronavirus updates. Sorry, they should not be Korn and Kock. They should be by literally anything else other than us. And I'm not insulting your intelligence or mine. I'm insulting both of ours at the same time.
Well, that makes it better.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm going back to work on Monday. So.
Are you?
Yeah. They started me off. They have me for 2 shifts this week for like 4 hours each. So I'm like, that's manageable. I got that. That's cool.
Yeah, I've been at work. It's starting to slow down a little bit. But honestly, the hours are what I'm more concerned about. They're still doing great. Oh, get this! I got some potentially bad news about my school.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's a pretty good chance I might have to stay at the community college 1 full year. And why that's bad is I thought I was done completely.
Wait, like keep attending or like live there in the janitor's closet?
No, keep attending. No, because they would still charge you even if you wanted to live in the parking lot. But and then on top of that, I woke up and my neck hurt so bad I couldn't turn my neck to the right at all.
I've had that before.
Yeah,
it sucks.
I could barely keep it straight. And now it's a lot better. I got in a really hot shower that helped out, but yeah, I'm not looking forward to going to bed tonight.
It's never fun. Did you know scientifically they explained that as the reason that happens is because in the middle of the night you get up and because of our DNA, we automatically home in on the closest dick to us. So we go immediately to just slobber on that knob, and you hurt your neck.
Okay, see, this is why no one should get coronavirus updates from us if we're going to be talking about knobs or slob in the middle of the night.
Slob on my knob, like corn on the cock.
Check in with Al, and do your Al.
All right. I wanted to tell you this story earlier, but I guess now's a good time too. So an old coworker of mine from Jimmy John's,
Okay.
I've had him on Snapchat since we worked together. I used to be his manager, and then he just like quit, and so did I.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I was demoted, but I basically quit. He messaged me out of the blue today. We've had a few conversations over the years, but like today, it's been like a year since I've said anything to this kid. And all he does is he sends me pictures of steroids that he's taking, and he's just like, dude, I'm fucking jacked. I'm alpha as shit. My testosterone levels are like through the roof. You should do roids with me.
What?
And I'm like, hey, I wish I was joking. I wish I was making this up, but I'm dead fucking serious. And I'm like, I mean, hey man, if it works for you, go for it. That's not for me. And he's like, dude, I used to be just like you. Skinny, had a big appetite, but like, you know, low testosterone levels. But now I fuck bitches left and right, man. You should do it. And I'm like,
why do you talk to this guy? Unless it's for comedic purposes.
I mean, do you not think this is funny? I think it's pretty funny.
I think it's a little funny, but I don't know. I can only take this for a few sessions before it's like, okay, I need to move on to something else.
Well, this is the first time he's ever offered me steroids, which I politely declined.
Eventually, after the 8th day in a row of him trying to get you to do steroids, you're going to be like, dude, fuck off with your steroids, I'm out. And then he's going to be like, oh, you're getting it now, Korn.
She's like, oh, you want to do steroids. It's like, no, I don't. Fucking, I was on a video call with my girlfriend earlier today while this was happening, and she was like, if you take steroids, I'm gonna slap the fucking shit out of you.
Yeah, don't do steroids because, well, when it comes out, actually, I think there are some reasons why people do steroids for medical reasons.
Yeah, there's like steroids and some medicines that like help you fight off, like,
right,
shit. Like,
but when your doctor is telling you, yo, dude, you gotta bust up on some steroids, that's one thing. Whether he words it like that, I don't know, sounds like a pretty cool doctor. But when you're just like, yo, dude, you want to get jacked, you do some steroids. All right. Who's your favorite baseball player? Barry Bonds? Mark McGwire? Sammy Sosa? Rafael Palmeiro? I could go on all day. I mean, these are the guys that go like, dude, I was already jacked before I did steroids. Why'd you do steroids? Look, I was already jacked before I did steroids. You know, they don't answer the question because they know it's a shitty thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So,
I honestly think he did it because he's like, he's shorter than me, or was. I haven't seen him. Maybe he's fucking like 8 feet tall now. He was skinnier than me. He was like this like, I don't know, quaint, small little Mexican kid. It was whatever. And now he's like, he's fucking pumping iron. He's like, he's had taken Snapchats of him working in the sun. It's like, all right, man.
okay,
The pussy game's strong, but I ain't interested. I have a girlfriend, thank you.
Well, yeah, even you got a girlfriend. It's like, what, now I got to do steroids just to keep my girlfriend? I mean, what the hell kind of investment is this? I'd rather have a girlfriend that doesn't give a shit if I do steroids or not.
I don't know. I think one day he'll find a girl that'll be like, why the fuck did you do this? You ruined your body. And he'll be like, good, I did it for you, babe. And then...
I didn't mean it. Or he's gonna find a gal who does more steroids than him, and then it's gonna be like this
it's gonna
competition.
Be awkward.
Well, it's gonna be like this competition: who can do steroids, who can do it better, who can do more, who gets jacked quicker. Who's your steroid guy? Oh, you got it from 7th Street and Dunlap. Well, I go to 29th Avenue and Camelback. Stuff like that. Weird couple of goals, but all right. Weird flex.
Weird flex, but all right. No, I like to imagine they're both at a restaurant, like roided as fuck, like fucking beefcakes, right? And they like go to fucking like Applebee's and they order the chicken tenders. And the waiter comes over and he's like, "Your chicken tenders, sir and madame." And then they both go for the same chicken tender, and the girl like looks him in the eye and goes, "This is my fucking chicken tender." And then they both have a little tug of war, but she wins, and he feels demasculated and like goes home crying.
And he like does more steroids.
Hey man, if you're listening to this, which you're probably not, you don't even fucking know this podcast exists. But if you do, I don't really mean disrespect, but like, I ain't about that life. You do you, and I'm perfectly fine with that. But like, stop offering me because I'm not gonna take it. Offer it to someone else who will take it. and
Well,
preferably
offer to
not
someone-
end up beating their wife. Okay, I'll just say that.
Offer it to someone who's like hinted at the fact that they want to do steroids. You know, if you're sitting next to a coworker and he goes like, he's like, I don't know, scrolling through his phone, and you hear him go under his breath, man, I really wish I had some steroids right now. Talk to that guy.
Yeah, right. No,
Don't
see,
talk to the guy in accounting that doesn't look like, who's like skinny as fuck and never says anything to anyone. Why would you think, yep, this is the guy who wants to do steroids? I'm gonna put everything I got on this guy.
like, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say, like, okay, to be honest, if there were no downsides to doing steroids, I'd say, fuck yeah, let's get fucking jacked. But here's the thing, steroids have so many fucking downsides. You get super aggressive, which, honestly, that's the biggest thing for me, because I don't want to end up, like, fucking beating the shit out of my cat because it fucking looked at me wrong. I don't... And like, plus if you don't do them consecutively, isn't it, like, once you build up all that muscle, and if you don't keep it up, you just kind of, like, turn into a fucking, like, human ball sack?
Oh, who knows? Well, don't forget about Tiny Dick.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget about that.
Oh, your penor shrivels up.
Yeah, like, but again, that shouldn't be your first reason. Why am I not doing steroids? Well, I don't want a small dick. What about, like, getting aggressive and starting fights? Well, that too. But, dude, small dick? Come on. Like, I can't remember who, but there was an actress who had a cocaine problem. And it said she stopped doing cocaine because she read that there was somebody who made cocaine and made a profit off of it. And you're going, you're not doing it because it's bad for you. You're doing it because someone makes money off of it. Really?
What, do you think cocaine just falls from the fucking sky?
Yeah, it's like, of course somebody makes a profit off of it, but you're not going to, that's why you're going to tell your kids don't do cocaine, because somebody's going to make a profit off of it. You're not going to go, well, it's highly addictive, it's dangerous, you can overdose on it. Nope. Somebody out in this world makes money off of cocaine, Jimmy. That's why you're not going to do it.
Because you could be making that money by selling cocaine.
I know, you're setting the wrong example. It's like, oh, okay, so I need to be the one making money off of it. Got it, Mom. Thanks. I thought that was really stupid.
Real. Thanks. Anyway, that's what happened to me today. That's basically the highlight of my day.
Who was the guy that called you Brother Maine?
Oh, shit, he was another coworker from Jimmy John's. He was the fucking best. He was like this total stoner dude, but he was the nicest fucking guy ever. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
He was fucking great. He sent me some of his, like, work in progress songs. Cause, like every college hippie, he makes experimental music on the side, so he, like, would email me tracks. And they were pretty decent from what I remembered. Like, it wasn't like he sent me, like, you know, his SoundCloud rapping or whatever. It was, like, actual instrumentation. So, that was cool. But,
or like Trojan knockoff songs.
We had this thing going where he wanted to make a product, and he needed a logo, so I drew him a bunch of logos, and he was like, yeah, man, this one's cool, I'll get back to you. And then he literally dropped off the face of the earth, and I never heard from him again. And I'm really sad because he was super cool.
Yeah, I know what that's like. Why is it like the coolest people out there, coolest coworkers, they're the first ones to just go off the grid for a year, and then they come back and they're either not the same, or they have their life together, but they're not nearly as fun as they were before.
It's one of the laws of nature. Cool coworkers can't be cool forever. The coolest thing he ever did was, at one time, we were working together, and I said that this was at a time that I didn't have my driver's license yet, but I didn't have a car to take my learner's permit test in. And he was like, bro, hit me up on a day. Bro, I'll fucking teach you how to drive. We'll go to the DMV. I'll be there. We can, like, have your driving test and everything. Dude, it'll be awesome. And I was like, this man trusts this guy, me, this person who he doesn't know a lot about. And he's like, yeah, drive my car, do it.
Do it, you won't. Let's go.
Okay, I never took him up on the offer, but I did get my license, like, shortly after, so. Oh, yeah, man, I remember him. He was the fucking best. Hey, no, if you're listening, hey, dude, if you're listening, hit me the fuck up, because I miss you, bro. No homo.
Hit me the fuck up. Boy, oh boy. These are interesting times we live in.
these hilarious times.
During these my apologies. During these hilarious times,
God.
it is so fun just staying at your house and not doing anything. Because in the beginning, it was like, oh man, I got a lot of stuff to do, but I'm at work. Well, now you're not at work. And people still aren't getting stuff done because there's just nothing to do after an hour. You're just bored.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to look forward to. There's no hanging out with the boys. There's no going out. My phone just went off.
Oh, wonderful. That's why you sounded all muffled.
Well, I forgot to put my phone on vibrate, folks. That's my bad. But anyways, I just talked to my dad. He tells me he just sits. He actually went back to work today, but he just sits on the couch and just watches TV and doesn't get up for hours on end. But can you blame him?
There's nothing to do.
I mean, after a while, you just go, oh, I gotta do this, but I'm gonna be doing the same thing tomorrow, sitting on my ass, so I'll just do it tomorrow. So when everything opens back up, I mean, shit, I messaged Zane earlier. How I just miss playing Smash and going to get pizza and wings with you guys every Friday night.
I mean, we'll do it again. It's gonna happen. Just might be a while.
They don't have to win, but the worst part is we don't have a deadline, aka Doug Ducey. If we were to get together and go, okay, on July 23rd, that's when we're going to get back together, then we'd have something to be excited about. Now, shit, this could go on for a month or the rest of the year. We don't know. That's the bummer of the whole thing. It's just waiting. You don't have an answer. No one's giving you an answer because nobody knows.
Except Big B. He knows everything.
What do you think Big B's up to, right?
Big B is probably picking the fucking lint out of his belly button.
Still collecting that $20 million paycheck. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry, Big B. A lot of respect, but...
But can you blame him? There's nothing else to do.
There really isn't.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, seriously, what did you do today?
Oh, was that a question to me, or were you doing a bit?
No, that was a question for you.
Oh, what did I do today? Got offered steroids, talked to my girlfriend, did the dishes, and that was about it.
What did you do the day before?
Talked to my girlfriend. I don't even fucking remember. That's how, like, insignificant it is.
I don't know, and that was just 2 days ago, and it's already kind of just like, what did I do? When you have an active life, you can at least somewhat remember, unless you just work constantly, but it's the exact same shit. But I don't know, when everything opens back up, which I legit have no idea when that will be. That's how confident I'm feeling about this whole thing. But when it does, I'm really gonna appreciate things way more than I did before, or I thought I did.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me?
Ja rule?
In fact, when everything opens back up, what's your first move?
What's my first move? When quarantine opens up, I'm gonna go to Old Town Scottsdale. I'm gonna park my car in the 3rd Avenue parking garage, where I used to park when I worked at Lime Bike. And I'm gonna walk at the corner where the Jimmy John's is in Old Town.
Alright.
And I'm gonna stand on that corner, and at the top of my lungs, I'm going to scream, the beast will crawl from the pit and wage war against God. Really loud, over and over again, and then people will feel bad for me and throw me money.
You should go on top of a mountain and yell, Jesus wants a hug.
See, I'm not gonna do that, because, like, there'll be no one there.
No, that's an Alucard reference. No, yeah, it is an Alucard reference on Helsing.
Oh.
It may be from something else, but there's an episode where they go to Rio for whatever reason, and when he gets down there, they show the statue of the Jesus with his arms open, and
Mhm.
you hear him in the background go, "Jesus wants a hug."
The
The episode keeps going, and a friend of mine told me that a guy who's in ROTC, when they would do their 6 a.m. hikes, when they went to the top of the mountain, they would yell something, and he yelled that. So, in that case,
fucking weeaboo trash.
what does weeaboo mean again? Forgot it.
Characterized by fat rolls, glasses, a neck beard, a fedora, and usually lots of acne. Just somebody who's like super into anime and Japanese media, but like collects swords in their mom's basement, and basically just says like American culture is stupid, Japan has it all, and then their mom comes in to wipe their ass, and they're like, no mom, I'm video chatting with my Discord friends. Not that there's anything wrong with Discord friends, but you gotta admit, a lot of people on Discord are fat weeaboos that think they're better than they really are, when in reality they're 40 years old and living in their parents' house.
Well, anybody
Just
sitting
saying.
behind a keyboard has way more confidence in this shit. Because you're anonymous. You can say whatever you want, and no one's gonna knock on your door the next day. I mean, could it happen? Yeah, but 99% of the people can't do anything about it. So they just have to sit there and take it. But you know what's sad about that whole thing you just said? I like fedoras.
Oh, Stone. Oh, Stone. You shouldn't have admitted that.
I like fedora hats. Sue me.
I'm gonna
I
draw
think
it.
they look cool.
Alright. I know what I'm gonna do for the background of this episode now. This is...
You're gonna. No, please don't draw me as a overweight guy collecting swords with a fedora hat on, please.
Why not?
If you're gonna embarrass me, you gotta embarrass yourself too. Come on, man. You're gonna throw me out under the bus like that.
No, I'll be roided out. I'll be like fucking...
At least you look cool, jacked up like that.
No, I'll be so jacked up that like I literally can't see in front of me. My muscles just block my vision.
I need something else. That's not good enough.
Fine.
That's not embarrassing enough.
Fine. I'm okay. I'm not gonna say that.
Oh,
It was gonna be something with Big B, but
Or how about this? Why not just? Well, let me ask you this: what ruined the fedora? Is it the weeaboos?
yes.
That's it.
Weeaboos ruined fedoras.
Damn. That's sad. I used to wear fedoras. How about that? Not a lot, but there was a time where I just put on a fedora and just go out into the public, walking around.
Hey, dude. Okay.
Maybe that's why I beat up all the time. Oh.
Jesus Christ! My computer just fucking dubstep barked at me. Just went
Nuts.
for no reason. It's like thanks. Hey, Stone, now that you admitted that, legally we cannot be friends, so the podcast is over, goodbye.
But it's just fedoras. It's not, I don't cross off all those other, checkpoints or boxes. It's just the fedora. That's it.
I mean,
That is it.
Indiana Jones wears a fedora.
That's what I was gonna say. It's just like, okay, Indiana Jones is a fedora. No one's calling him a weeaboo.
Because it's
Maybe
Harrison
in-
fucking Ford. That dude eats weeaboos for breakfast.
Well, definitely not now. Have you seen him?
Well, not
He
anymore.
looks like he could barely lift a finger.
Not anymore, but he used to.
Not even- There was a time
Back in the old
Not-
days.
back in the old days when I wore a fedora.
When,
Before.
when Indiana Jones was actually good and when Star Wars was actually good.
Speaking of Star Wars, I thought I was going to say something. Are they going to make 10 through 12, or are they just kicking it around?
Of course they're gonna make 10 through 12. What are you, silly? They love money.
Is it confirmed? Or are they just saying it like, oh yeah, we'll make it, but it's not actually confirmed?
Well, they haven't said that filming's begun, so if that's what you mean by confirmed, then no.
No, because here's the thing. For years, Tool was saying they were writing the record and recording it. Well, okay, if that's true, why did it take 13 years? Oh, because you weren't actually doing what you said. That's what I mean. Yeah, we're going to make it. All right. Can you give us literally any information on it? No, well, either you're not, or you are, but you're going to wait X amount of years. I don't know. How much did episode 9, not 9. No, yeah, episode 9. How much money did it make?
You want me to look it up?
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't know what it is.
The Rise of Skywalker. Fucking box office. Am I dumb? That's
What?
that is not $1 trillion. That is 1,000,000 I think.
So 1.1.
Wait, no. Wait, Rise of no, it is a billion. It is it did $1 billion. Jesus.
All right. So
Okay.
was it 1.1?
It
Or
was
is it?
it's 1,001.0 million, which is 1 billion.
Yes. I could have sworn it.
The Last Jedi did better. How sad is that?
Yeah. Well, it progressively got worse. So that's what they're gonna look at, and that's what's keeping them from saying, "Oh yeah, we're gonna make it." Boom, we got a release date, a release year. They're not even giving us that. So that's why I'm thinking to myself, are they just not gonna make any more because they realize they kind of screwed up making Star Wars to the point where no one wants to watch anymore? And if so, that's kind of funny. They literally took a good franchise and just ruined it. Maybe. This is all a maybe. But let's pretend for 2 seconds. They make episode 10. You gonna see it?
Fuck no. I'm with Zane. Episode 9 was it. That's it. I'm not seeing episode 10. I don't care if the hottest girl in the world says, I will go naked if you go see the fucking film. I'm not doing it.
No, I would only see episode 10 if they just like a joke. Like they got
No, I'm sorry to interrupt. I would only go see it if Bernie Sanders replaced Emperor Palpatine as the villain.
He's not gonna be alive.
Exactly. They'll have to clone him. They'll have to make him CGI. And he'll be like, I was behind the Emperor the whole time. By the way, have you donated to my campaign yet? Bernie 2028.
2028. Speaking of Bernie, I really think this last election is his last chance. I don't think he's gonna be able to run for president at all. He can't win.
Well, no,
He
he keeps fucking dropping out, like, at the most crucial moments. Like, at least this time he had an excuse. He was like, we must fight the coronavirus. But before he was just like, oh damn, Hillary got that fat ass, I can't compete. And then he just dropped out and endorsed her. Or maybe he didn't, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't care. Politics is stupid.
Nah, I mean, I don't know. I really think, so what, he's already like 78 now? So in 4 years he's going to be 82 and he's going to try again? I mean, you already see Joe Biden falling asleep during interviews. So, and also, where was that bird that landed on Bernie's podium? Where was that bird this time around?
Why do people give, like... Why? Excuse me, by the way, that was disgusting. Why the fuck are people so obsessed with the fact that, like, Bernie spilled his water accidentally, and then
What happened?
like during one of his like rallies, he had a thermos of water on this little stool next to him, and he like knocked it over. But his reflexes of picking it up before it hit the ground were so fucking quick, and like only a little bit of water got on the floor, and people were like, "Oh, Bernie's an old incompetent fool. He can't even like not spill water." It's like, who the fuck doesn't spill water at least once in their life? What are you on about?
Yeah, I know, but also with that fucking, with the bird landing on his podium. Okay, that's fine. Well, people were taking that way too serious. Like, it's a sign. What do you mean it's a fucking sign? A bird landed on his podium and stayed. So that's it. We got to vote for this guy solely because of that. What are you basing any of this off of? This ain't a fucking movie. And if it is, who's the leading role in it?
Who's the leading role? Probably Vladimir Putin.
The guy actually calling the shots.
Okay, update on last podcast. So Kim Jong-un is most likely dead.
I thought he came out. I thought he was fine.
Did he?
Did he not?
Let me also look this up.
I thought I read that he made his first public appearance and then he's fine.
Is Kim Jong-un dead? Kim Jong-un resurfaces after weeks of health. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's fine. So never mind. He's not most likely dead. He's alive. But
he's most likely.
That would have been real funny if he died.
Would have been something else. Man, I've been hearing since my junior year that we're gonna get nuked by him. Like, well,
Bullshit.
It hasn't happened to me. So, what? Because I remember, like, the first time I heard it, I'm like, oh, are you serious? Blah, blah, blah. You serious? But again, years and years of being like, oh, today's the day we're gonna get nuked. They're pointing the missiles at us. Yeah, he did that yesterday. Nothing happened. And he'll do it tomorrow. Nothing will happen. What do you want me to do? I'm still going to get in the shower and watch my Arizona Diamondbacks lose. Nothing's going to change. Email me when something actually happens.
Oh my god. Like, the day... No, I like that. Like, just the day that North Korea decides to pull some shit is the day North Korea will cease existing. Because the US is going to bomb the shit out of it. South Korea is going to bomb the shit out of it. China is going to be like, well, you fucked up, kid, and bomb the shit out of it. Russia's going to be like, oh, we like bombing too, and bomb the shit out of North Korea.
Yeah, you might be onto something. So it's like, you sure you want to do that? You sure you want to do this?
Like, no, like, we say we're allies with other countries, but it's like, are we really, like, super friendly? Like, at any moment, if anybody, like, pushed the switch, like, it's over for the entire world. So, I mean, like, are we really that friendly, or are we, is it just a courtesy, so, like, we're not living in the world of Fallout?
Yeah, the word alliance, like, political allies. Dude, you know how quick people will turn on their political allies if it came down to it? Come on, like, I don't buy that. If something were to happen, we'd be like, we're not, what are you talking about? We're not allies. Sign the fucking paperwork, let's get it official, let's go. You know, stuff like that. Yes. But you're right. If we did have allies and something happened, that'd be it. We're not allies anymore. It's not like we're gonna, well, it's okay, we can talk this through. I don't know why I did Bernie, but it worked out. But yeah, you're right. We have allies. Alright. If people start bombing, people are going to start bombing. We're not going to go, should we bomb these guys? Oh, we just got bombed. Should we bomb these guys? Oh, we just got bombed.
You know what
I think we should bomb.
You know what I saw today? I saw a flyer on someone's car. I didn't go out and see this. I saw this on Twitter. But, like, apparently, I don't know if this was, like, a false flag by some liberal. But it was just, it was so fun. Like, because either way, if it was real or if it was fake, it's still fucking really funny. Because of how, like, just asinine it is. It was this flyer that says, attention, please stop calling healthcare workers heroes. Anybody can push buttons and learn stuff. A real hero will fight on the front lines for America. Only veterans can be called heroes. Enlist in the U.S. Army right now. And it's like,
alright.
If that was made to piss people off, like, if that was made to, like, make liberals hate Republicans even more, then it's fucking hilarious because it seems pretty obvious that it's like made to agitate one side. But if it's real, it's like is helping the American people recover from a deadly virus not like fighting for America? You stupid fuck. Do you need to hold an AR in order to be called a hero? Shut the fuck up.
You can say that's that old school. You have to stand in front of your house with a shotgun, or you're not like a tough badass. Really, I'm not a badass because I don't have to. I have to hold a gun every day. I guarantee this is like that. You know, my daughter's going out with a guy. Let's put out the gun collection out. Dude, knock it off. What? Anyone can press a button? Really? You think that's all? That's all they're doing? They're sitting in a lab and pushing buttons all day, and that's it. There's really nothing else they could be doing. All right. Whatever. Just let it go. Whoever put that up or whoever thinks that, all right, fine. If it's so simple or so easy, why don't you prove me wrong? So what do they say? Real hero fights on the front line?
Yeah, fights on the front lines for their country. It's like...
Okay.
I don't know. I guess you have to be filled with lead or like have post-traumatic stress disorder in order to be a hero, which I don't want to assume, but I can imagine a lot of people who are medical workers that have been watching patients die constantly every single day probably have some kind of post-traumatic stress disorder. So, I mean, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I know. Dude, whoever wrote that obviously doesn't get real updates from, actual sources. They read articles posted on Facebook or something like that, and they wrote it without even thinking twice about it, and they have nothing to back that up with. They have nothing to back that up with. If it's pushing buttons like that, prove it. I mean, seriously, prove it. Where are you getting this from? And also, real heroes fight on the front line. Really? That's the only type of hero out there. There's nothing else in your life you can do that could make you a hero. You have to get a gun and go fight in Iraq.
Stone, you don't understand. If a firefighter goes into a burning building and rescues an entire orphanage of kids, he's not a hero because he didn't bring his AR-15 and shoot all the kids for being unpatriotic.
No. Not because of that. It's because he's not in another country blowing some guy's head off. That's what I never understood. You can join the army at, back then it was probably like 16, let's say 18.
No, you can join it at 16 still.
Well, let's say they got rid of that and you had to be 18. For 2 seconds, let's pretend.
Okay.
18, you can join the army. You can go in the military, army. You can go to another country, fight for your country, and shoot another guy's head off. Totally fine. You can do it multiple times a day, come back with PTSD, can't even live a normal life at 18, 19. But you can't go into a bar and play pool at 18 and not even drink at 18. You gotta wait till you're 21. Why? It's because that is the traditional way. You get a gun, you go into another country and fight. But you want to drink? Nope, you gotta wait 3 more years for that shit. Because you're a pussy. Because you're not a hero. Really? That's what I take issue with.
I don't know, dude. World's fucked.
I know. It's not just our country. The whole world is. Every culture, which I was going to say this before, American culture's got it wrong. What culture's got it right? Is there any culture out there that has no problems at all? Give me one. Give me any single one. They're not out there. Every culture's got problems.
We're beautifully flawed.
Well, no, actually, that's a very good way to put it. We're beautifully flawed. It's
just like God intended.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But either way,
I don't know. Talking about politics for 20 minutes is making me sad. Let's talk about something happy.
Has it been 20 minutes?
Well, dude, we're at the 45-minute mark.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah. It didn't feel
You know
like
what? Let's just cut out the last 20 minutes, and then record for like an hour and a half to make up for that. No, I'm just kidding.
The fuck?
We get a little serious here at K&K.
Yeah, not every single episode can be a funny haha scream episode.
Funny haha what?
Funny haha scream.
Oh, scream.
Because if every episode was super fun and super like entertaining, then be like,
we'd be making money because we'd be popular and have subscribers up the ass, and yeah.
yeah, but we're underground. We have like 50 subscribers, and we're like underground. Like no one fucking knows about us. It's like you go to the indie band swap meet, and people are like, they're like, hey man, have you heard of this podcast? It's called Korn and Kock, and they're like, whoa, what? And they watch it, and they're like, unsubscribe.
Dude, I'm gonna check out this thing. What the fuck? He called Bryce Harper a cuck? Unsubscribe.
What's this dude's deal with Thanos?
Why does this dude want to move to Philadelphia just for a joke? I'm not gonna subscribe. Also, we're not underground. You have to have like 55 subscribers to qualify.
Alright, you heard that here, folks. Share this around to your friends and family and get us to 55 so we can be classified as underground.
Underground. You know, but sometimes being underground can be cool. Like, in terms of music, I like listening to underground bands because a lot of them are amazing musicians and they never get the credit they deserve. And when you go and see one of their shows in Tempe or Scottsdale, these bands are more dedicated and the bands are just into it more. Like, I'm sorry, but these bands that play tour after tour after tour, all these stadiums, you really think they're doing it for the fans? Yeah, they probably are, but they just can't connect. When you go down to Club Red, it's such a tiny venue. The bands just interact with the crowds. For these underground bands, it can be kind of like this exclusive club that you're in. That not everyone will understand.
It's such a sadness.
A little bit.
Alright, I have to take a wicked piss. Keep the people entertained for a second. I'll be back.
Alright. So this is the Kock and Kock segment. I do want to apologize for the last podcast. I thought I was a little quiet. Oh god. So I moved the camera a little bit closer. So hopefully I'm coming through a little bit clearer, a little louder. I want to give a shout out to everyone who checks out our podcast. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. Me and Alex. Me and Korn, sorry. We have to sell product name, Korn and Kock. But anyways, it's been a lot of fun. We have some ideas that Alex has some ideas he's run by me. I got some ideas I run by him about what we're going to do in the future. So the Corona thing is happening, and it's really limiting us what we can do. But we got a lot of plans for the future.
Nope.
And he is back.
Nope. Korn and Kock is canceled. No. But speaking of the future, next episode is it's a very special one, Stone. It's going to be a very special episode. It's going to be a milestone in Korn and Kock history.
You know, I was talking to Zane the other day about I was talking about his albums, but then I said, you know, hey, when we get together and play 36, that should be our band, and we have to come up with a band name for that.
Ben and the Brigettes, obviously.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you want to call it? I think he said Plantain Highway, and then he said Ben and the Brigettes.
Wait, did he say Plantain Highway?
I think, yeah.
Dude, that's fucking my band name. I came up with that.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, and I'm using it in the fucking glass heart whenever I decide to actually draw and write it. So, fuck him, we're not using that.
Ben and the Brigettes is way better. But anyways, I was thinking about that. Why stop at doing 36? Why not
You know, I'm
Write
really glad
some
you're mentioning this, because I was actually thinking earlier, like, what if we performed other songs?
Mhm.
And I think that'd be kind of cool.
Well, yeah, you do some covers. That's how every band starts. Hey man, learn No Leaf Clover by Metallica, For Whom the Bell Tolls, and I'll get back to you on that.
Mm.
You're in. That's what you do. You do some covers. And then every once in a while, a guy will be like, hey, what do you think of this riff? And they'll play it, and you'll be like, that's cool. What else you got? And they're like, oh, that's it. So I'm thinking, eventually, in the future, why don't we do 36, record it, keep it, and then every once in a while, we'll get together, either do a cover, or just write some really dumb shit. Like Primus or System, where the music's good or heavy, but the lyrics are just like, kind of just wacky all over the place, you know? Why not?
Only problem is I need to work on my fucking singing because I sound like a dying cat.
No. I mean, even if it's not singing, you can still play it. I mean, you can play piano pretty good.
No. I can play one song decently halfway through. I can play the Kraid's Lair theme from Metroid on NES halfway through, and that's it.
False. You played Master Puppets on the piano at our after party.
Yeah, I played the intro. That was it.
No, so you can continue on with that. Well, of course, when we write stuff, you write what you can play. You don't write something that you... That's what I never understood with musicians. They write this amazing riff in the studio, then they go out and they can't play it live. Why'd you record it in the first place?
Because it sounded cool. It sounded cool. Le epic.
Yeah. I don't know. I was thinking about that the other day. It's just why stop with that? Let's keep going.
All right, but yeah, I'm down. Ben and the Brigettes. It's happening.
So it'd probably be you, me, Zane, Russell.
And then Ben will be the mascot.
I was gonna say, wouldn't it be ironic if Ben wasn't in the band and we named it after him?
Well, yeah, obviously he can't be in the band. Are you crazy?
No, he'll be in the band. We'll record a song. He'll hit the cowbell once, and that'll be it.
No, he'll be the guy at the beginning who like counts the band down with the cowbell. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
But he has to like fuck it up, and he has to go like 1, 2, fuck, 1, 2, fuck. What's my line?
Line?
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be funny.
Good stuff.
Sorry, Ben. We love you. We don't think you're that incompetent, or do we?
But anyway, so if you ever have some free time, go on Google and type in like System of a Down songs ranked or Metallica songs ranked on YouTube too. It's interesting to see what people's favorite and least favorite song is. And I told you about that list the other night, right?
Mm-hmm.
How the hell can you have Suicide and Redemption last, but Mama Said and Low Man's lyric higher than Suicide and Redemption? How?
Apparently, these people have ears made out of fucking potatoes, so I don't know.
And not just that, but you're gonna put Hit the Lights at number 2? Really?
What was number 1? Is number 1 Master of Puppets? I bet it's Master of Puppets.
No, it was Damage Inc. But here's the thing.
The best Metallica song is Damage Inc. Bro.
But I can let that slide because at least it makes sense. It's Damage Incorporated. It's a great song. I mean, mine is Master of Puppets, but Damage Inc. That makes sense. If you, Alex, were to say, hey, Korn, what's your favorite Metallica song? You'd be like, dude, without a doubt, The God That Failed. I'm talking about The God That Failed. What's your favorite Metallica song, Stone? And I'd say Creeping Death. Doesn't it make a little bit more sense than to say The God That Failed or...
Fuck The God That Failed.
Huh?
I said fuck The God That Failed.
I mean, you've heard the song before, right?
Of course.
It's very okay.
The God That Failed!
The God That Failed!
The last time I listened to that song, it was October 3rd, 2017. Well, actually, not the last time I listened to it. The last time I remember listening to it was
I remember.
it was
What?
it was 10 minutes before GameStop opened, and I was getting ready to go and get Mario Odyssey the day it came out with Dion, and we went. And I couldn't wait for him to show up and go, so I literally played The God That Failed to pass the time.
It's like a 5-minute song.
Yeah, and it was 9:55. I was waiting till 10.
And you picked the god that failed to kill time?
Hey. I don't need
Hey,
any
you know
sass
what?
from you, mister.
No, I'm not judging because a few weeks ago I put the struggle within on. Remember that one?
Struggle within.
What the hell? What the hell? What is it you think you're gonna fight? Hypocrite! Yeah. Why is Struggle Within like such a bland song, but I'm digging it? Why is that?
I don't know, because it's just James Hetfield going like, what the hell? That's a good soundbite.
What the hell? What is it?
No,
You're gonna fight
James
me?
Hetfield goes into the McDonald's place, and they tell him he's too big, and he's like, what the hell?
I wish that could be like, if we could shorten that to a title, that could be.
James Hetfield goes to the McDonald's place and gets kicked out, only to say, what the hell?
What the hell, Struggle Within style?
Yeah, there's no way that could be a fucking... I can make that an alternate title in the description, but...
Yeah, do that. You could be like, this podcast was originally going to be called this, but instead we had to name it I Heard You Know Step 8.
Oh, we're going to talk about that real quick before we wrap it up?
Yes. Are we going to wrap it up?
We're at 56. We're at 57 minutes, my friend.
Let's go like an hour and 10. We got to make up for the lack of laughs we had for like that 20 minutes in the middle.
Okay.
But for everyone who may or may not have heard the name Jimmy Hoffa, you hear the butt end of the joke is, this guy's insane, blah 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 blah. He knows who the second gunman on the grassy knoll was. He's got Jimmy Hoffa buried in his backyard. Which I think Ted Cruz said that.
Ted Cruz is a fucking dumbass, but alright.
Yeah. Well, somebody claimed Ted Cruz's dad killed JFK. And he came out and he goes, yep, he did it. And he's also got Jimmy Hoffa buried in the backyard. So Jimmy Hoffa was head of the Teamsters Union in the 40s and 50s, which is basically the workers' union, or a type of workers' union. And he became very powerful, but he made the mistake of getting the mob involved to control different sectors across the country.
Oh boy.
And one day in 75, 76, he went missing. He disappeared, and he's never been seen since. No body, no leads, no nothing. So, in 2001, 2, or 3, this guy named Frank Sheeran, who was a hitman for the Mafia, claimed that he killed Jimmy Hoffa. And a book was written on it called I Heard You Paint Houses. And I Heard You Paint Houses is code in the mob, supposedly, means I heard you kill people. The paint meaning the blood that gets splattered on the wall. So, of course, I read that, and I'm like, well, naturally, we have to name something on Korn and Kock, but we have to name it, I heard you do something else. So I messaged Alan today. And
I was on the toilet, by the way.
Hey, man. Humans do their best thinking on the toilet.
Truer words have never been spoken. Anyway, continue.
But anyways, what were you thinking?
Well, hold on. Let me pull up the conversation, actually.
Okay.
There we are. So, my first thing was, I heard you bust nuts.
I like it, but I don't know. I think it should be something, not something that's sexually dumb, just something that just doesn't make any sense.
All right, and so then my second one was, I heard you reverse through drive-thrus.
That was originally it, but keep going.
That was a throwback and a half, honestly. My next one was, I see you execute Order 66. And And
All
then,
right, what else do you
Stone
got?
comes in. He's like, I heard you know the 266 corkscrew spin maneuver. Which, if anyone doesn't know what that is, watch episode 3, and when Palpatine goes, oh, spinning through the air, that's what the corkscrew maneuver is.
The 266. What else? I think there's a couple more.
And then I said, I see you know the 8 steps. And then Stone said, change it to I heard you know step 8, and I think we got it, and that's what we decided on. So for those of you not in the know, did we talk about this on Korn and Kock? I actually don't remember. I don't think we've ever talked about step 8 Reznov. So
Step 8 Reznov! Freedom!
Reznov!
Podium, not for me.
Okay, so for any of you who Call of Duty fans, in the first Black Ops game, which is the fucking corniest game ever created, it's fucking...
That's not true. That's not true. Play Call of Duty Ghost. You're gonna think Black Ops 1 is legendary.
I'm about to make Black Ops 1 look like a fucking joke. No, but... So, in the game, in the second mission... No, was it the first mission?
No, it's the second one.
The second mission, the Vorkuta mission, the second mission of the original Black Ops, you play as Mason in the fucking Russian prison, the Vorkuta prison, and you have Reznov, and he's just like, so you guys are fighting, they're fighting, and then he knocks you out, but then picks you up, and he's like, you are my friend, and then a guard comes in, and they're like, dude, fuck this guard, and they bash him over the head with a fire extinguisher, and they're like, this is step 1! Secure the keys! And it's like, they start a prison riot, or a revolt, right, to escape, and they're like, what is step 2? Ascend from darkness! 3!
Wait, do you have...
Skewer the winged beast!
No, step 3 is not skewer the wing. Here, can you pull up the steps?
Okay, well, this is the third time I've pulled up... Ironic. This is the third time I've had to pull stuff up. Reznov's steps. Okay, here we go. So, step 1, secure the keys. 2, ascend from darkness. 3, rain fire. 4, unleash the horde. 5, skewer the winged beast. 6, wield a fist of iron. 7, raise hell. And number 8, freedom!
Dude,
and so
can somebody make a concept album with those titles as the songs?
Oh, that would be fucking great. Primus, get on that shit. You're good with concept albums. No, but why it's so funny is because at the end you're escaping on these motorcycles, and you're trying to get on this train.
Yeah.
Truck? I forget.
No.
It's a truck or a train. I think it's a train. And so Mason gets on the train, and he looks over at Reznov, who's in a car like 50 feet away, but you can hear him clear as day, and he's like, come on, Mason, come on, Reznov, jump! Remember, step 8, Reznov! Freedom! He sounds like he's reading his lines, like, from the script, like it was the first time he was ever seeing the script. And then Reznov's like, for you, Mason, not for me! And then Mason goes, Reznov! And then the mission just fucking ends. And it's like, it's so fucking bad. Oh god, it's so funny.
I know, it's supposed to be like this epic sad moment that you're just laughing through. And the best way I can describe it, it's like when you watch episode 3 and you get to the end where Vader finds out that Padme's dead, and Palpatine goes, it seems in your anger you killed her. No, she was alive. I felt it. And he builds up this thing, and he goes, no! It's the worst no scream ever. You're going, this is supposed to be sad, but I'm laughing my fucking ass off.
Well, what's even funnier is the zombies mode. And I think most people know about this, but like in the zombie mode, you play as JFK, Richard Nixon, Fidel Castro, and some fourth asshole. I don't remember.
Robert McNamara.
Robert McNamara, yes, the most important member of the cabinet. Anyway, so they're in the fucking CIA briefing room, and JFK's just giving a jovial speech, and all of a sudden, like, they hear knocking on the door, and Richard Nixon, with his big dumb jowls, stands up and he's like, "Sounds like someone's breaking in!" And then JFK, without a hint of irony, just goes, "It's just a storm, Dick. Sit down." And then zombies break in. It's like, alright.
No. And then McNamara jumps in front of Kennedy, which is gonna, okay, yeah, now the zombies aren't gonna attack him. And he goes, "It appears the Pentagon has been breached."
And he goes,
to which JFK says,
"Zombies. Gentlemen, lock and load." And then it's like, "Any inspiring words before we go out, Mr. President?" And JFK goes, "In times like these, we should not wish for easier lives, but to be better men."
Stronger men.
But what, same different. We must strive to be funnier men. And then they just they just start shooting. It's, if you haven't seen if you don't know what we're talking about, please for the love of God, look up the Call of Duty Black Ops opening cutscene for zombies mode. Please.
Yeah, and if you want to unlock it, all you have to do is play through the campaign on any difficulty, and it unlocks itself at the very end. So, the map itself is actually pretty damn difficult. In fact, not too many people like the map. I like it because the characters and there's just a lot of shit to explore. But, yeah, it's definitely not my favorite.
No,
but,
anything's better than the new zombies modes. Because the new zombies modes are just stupid. Like, there's like fucking flying dragons and like spirit wolves and shit. And I'm like, I thought this was about zombies in like World War era. Not fucking mystical mountaintop, oh, the wizard bestows his crystal ball sack onto you.
His crystal ball sack? What?
I don't know. All I know is that in the 4th Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies mode, you're in a castle and you like have to do these like insanely fucking specific and like very convoluted steps in order to get this like spirit crossbow that like fucking kills enemies in like a second. And it's like, why? Just use your fucking AR. Who cares?
I mean, some of the maps are cool. Like, in Black Ops 4, I believe, you go on the Titanic. That map is, well, it's very hit and miss. Some people love it, some people hate it. I like it, but I'm used to it. I played it every night, so I'm used to it. There's Alcatraz. That map's cool, but oh my god. It's only difficult because of the amount of zombies they have. Zombies. If a map's gonna be difficult, it should be because of the zombies, not because of the, yeah, like we said. Well, I gotta unlock all these fucking... What do you mean? I gotta unlock these fucking dragon nards just so I can buy a fucking gun off the wall? And that's what it is sometimes. You hit the nail on the head. Alright, look.
Oh, on Google, after searching Reznov's steps, the first link is Vorkuta for victory. What Black Ops got so right. I have several arguments that say otherwise, but okay.
What? Hey, you know what we should do?
What's up?
When this is all over, okay, we can't record Xbox games, right?
No, we can record Xbox 360.
Oh, well, we gotta do Black Ops. We just have to.
We can
The
if you want.
fans want it.
We can if you want.
We have to do a playthrough of the whole campaign. What difficulty would you want to do?
Oh, definitely not veteran.
No, fuck that. I don't even think... Well, on veteran, we could definitely get through, like, the first 2. But, oh my god. I'm trying to play through that on veteran. Nope. That's all I gotta say.
Well, you know what I gotta say. It's getting
What?
up. It's getting up there.
It's getting up. Anyways, Call of Duty Ghosts. That game was... Oh my god. You think Black Ops is cheesy? At least Black Ops had some cool moments. Black Ops Ghost is just god awful. It's so bad.
Is that the game that has the press F to pay your respects scene?
Wait. What is the press F to pay respects?
It was some Call of Duty game, and there's this part at the very beginning where you're like at a funeral, and you literally press the F button on your keyboard to fucking pay your respects.
I don't think it was Ghost. I think it was Advanced Warfare. Here, can you look that up?
Press F to pay respects. Oh, where does it come from? The origin of... Hold on, give me a second. Oh, yes, it was from Advanced Warfare, yeah.
That's right. I remember that scene where I had to, like... I was at a funeral, and out of nowhere, it just says... I think I was getting frustrated because they wouldn't let me do anything. And then it goes, press F to pay respects. I'm like, what the fuck kind of game is this?
And people just turn it into a meme, so that's where F comes from.
Oh, that's... I was wondering where that came from. Ah, shit, I think I just screwed myself there. Oh, well. But, anyways, we should play through, Fuck it, why don't we just do all the Call of Duty games?
Only if we can play through all the Mega Man games.
Sure. We'll do, like, one Mega Man, then we'll do Call of Duty, do the other Mega Man, do a Call of Duty. Because there's more Mega Man games than, the Call of Duty, right?
I guess, maybe?
Aren't there, like, 10 or 11 Mega Man games?
I don't know. No, there's like 12 in the main series. But there's like multiple series of Mega Man. There's Mega Man, Mega Man X, Mega Man Battle Network, Mega Man Legends, Mega Man Zero.
Alright, you're gonna have to pick one series.
No, Mega Man Classic, of course.
Mega Man Classic? Okay. Alright, what? But, anyways. Actually, Black Ops 2 is pretty good. I think it's a little better than Black Ops, mainly because it has alternate scenarios where you make a decision and it could, well, it has a different ending. And I think there are like 3 or 4 of them. So it's pretty cool. You can like decide what happens to some characters. Which again, I'm not saying is revolutionary, they were the first to do it, but it did make the game a little more interesting. But the zombies on Call of Duty 2 is pretty good. That was the one where you had to like get on the bus and drive around, remember that? He remembers.
No, all I remember from... Wait, no, it was Modern Warfare 2, not Black Ops 2, where you just went into the Russian airport and just started shooting civilians.
Oh, yeah, that.
Remember, no Russian.
What was the point of that mission? Like,
I don't know. I never played the games.
I never played the game, and I when I first heard that, I'm like, no way, this is the thing. Looked up the screen, the moment, it's just like, yep, that actually happens. But why? In the story, and what were the game developers thinking? Yeah, this is a totally good idea. No one's gonna find any problems with this. Let's do it, Gary.
I want to say I vaguely remember there being some controversy behind it, but like it didn't last very long. People were like, ah, fuck it, whatever.
I mean, shit. It's like, what were you guys thinking? You're gonna have a mission, walk in and shoot innocent civilians at a fucking airport? Yeah, you should be expecting some backlash. I don't know. But best Call of Duty so far, at least, that I've seen is probably Black Ops 1, then maybe 2. But again, I'm more of a Grand Theft Auto, fan. I don't know if that's true.
Grand Theft Auto 5 gets Korn's seal of approval.
And we already did Grand Theft Auto, right?
I still need to edit that completely and put it up, but it's almost done.
Okay. And we we did Resident Evil all the way through. So Resident Evil's the only one, right?
Yeah.
Where we did the whole thing.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yes.
What are some games that you want to play all the way through on here?
I feel like we can talk about this not on Korn and Kock.
Why not on Korn and Kock?
I don't know. It's because we're just kind of like listing off shit. I mean, we could do it to get the people excited, but I mean, like, fuck it, dude.
Fuck it, dude. All right. Let's wrap it up. Do the quick rewind. Be kind, rewind.
Be kind, rewind. Korn and Kock, rewind. Hit that clip. Here's Kock.
Dude, so get this. There's a movie called Be Kind, Rewind. You know who's in it?
Who?
Jack Black.
Fuck.
And guess what?
What?
His character is poor, and they're trying to pay rent.
Oh my god. The Jack Black rent conspiracy continues.
It's like he and another guy work in a video store, and they're barely making any money, and somehow they erase all the videotapes, so they end up refilming all of the movies in their store with just them in the movies. It sounds funny, but it's actually not that great of a movie.
Damn.
But of course, like, his character is just poor and trying to pay rent. What is going on with this?
That's in his contract. His agent only signs him up for fucking movies that make him look like a fat, lazy piece of shit. With a heart of gold.
God. I think even in the movie King Kong, he was still kind of poor, right?
God, I don't know, and I don't want to think about that 3-hour-long monstrosity.
Yeah, right. Also, excited for Rehydrated. SpongeBob Battle for the Bottom, baby!
Fuck yeah, I'm pretty excited about that too. That'll be a game night for sure.
Yeah, like day of. I'm gonna take that day off, and what the fuck is I'm
Anyway.
definitely gonna take that day off and play it. And I'm glad it's coming on Xbox One. It's not gonna be that stupid. No, only PS4, like the baseball video games. Thank Christ. This is weird.
Well, anyway, we talked about COVID-19 once again. We talked about Doug Deuce extending the quarantine. We talked about me getting roided up. We talked about giving Jesus a hug.
Jesus wants a hug.
We got a little bit deep into the politics and Star Wars side of everything, but then we rounded it off with a good little step 8, and you know what? I think that was worth the whole podcast.
Hey, you know what? If you know where Jimmy Hoffa's buried, let us know. Actually, personally message us, because then one of us is going to disappear, and then we're going to go hang out with him.
And if you're stick around this long, please send us more questions for Korn and Kock episode 36. We want to make that a very special episode, so get on that.
So for episode 36, are you going to open it with the actual song?
Oh, of course.
Oh, of course. What segment are you going to play?
No, I mean, I'm going to... we're going to play the entire song. Us playing the entire song.
Oh, okay. Well, when are we going to record that?
We will figure that out at a later date.
Very true. Right on. Well, until then, I guess it's been real, so get out of my house.
Okay, bye!
Okay, bye!
Alright, thanks for joining us for episode 35 of Korn and Kock.
Stay safe out there. Wash your hands.
Wash your ass.
Stay real out there. Don't get sick by Slipknot. Alright, good night!
Alright, take care, everybody. See you for the next episode. You're gonna love that one.